Hey, Women of Welcome. I just wanted to have an intentional quick check-in with you because I don't know about you, but there are so many challenging headlines that I am seeing. Some of them that have merit and many of which do not. And it's stoking a lot of fear and it's causing a lot of anxiety for people. And this is what I just wanted you to remember here in this community. One, Women of Welcome this fall, as these headlines continue to come and probably will get worse and more intense, we are not going to despair because we have always trusted that we're in this space because God calls us to be in this space because of a holistic scriptural mandate about sojourners. And so we're not going to despair. We're going to trust in the Lord for that. The second thing that we are going to do is we're going to continue to hold the tension. We have always said at Women of Welcome that we want safe and secure borders. We want thorough vetting. We also want humane treatment of people coming to the border, that these things are not mutually exclusive concepts, but this is the wise way forward. It is a biblical way forward to uphold laws and safety for citizens, but then also pathways for vulnerable people. So we know not everybody who's coming to the border can or should be let in. I mean, it's just not sustainable. But what we do know is that there is more that we can do and that our elected officials have created a huge mess that is unsustainable and that we have to continue to hold them accountable for. So the next thing we're going to do this fall that I'm going to commit to you is that we are going to continue to lean in. We're going to lean into the hard headlines. We're going to address those things. We're not going to shy away from them. We're not going to stick our heads in the sand because there are some challenging headlines. There's always something challenging about immigration, but there's always something really positive and good about immigration too. So we're going to lean into the hard headlines. If we're not addressing something that you're like, man, I'm seeing this and I just cannot shake it, message us. We are more than happy to give you non-partisan, as factual and as balanced information as we possibly can. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create and provide more proximity events for our community. You guys have been asking for this. You guys, anytime we put up a proximity event or an immersion trip to the border, it's just we've got umpteen applications. So we know that there's a demand for this. So we're going to be planning in October. We have an event in Tulsa with the National Association of Evangelicals. We have an event in Atlanta that we're planning with our friends at Kind. And then we're going to have an event in Dallas at the Bush Library, George W. Bush Library, with our friends at the National Immigration Forum. So all three events are going to be different, but they're all going to be happening this fall to just continue to attach confidence to your compassion and also get you in closer proximity to this issue and to people and to stories that matter and that should shape our hearts and minds concerning this issue. I just want you to know that as we continue to hear hard rhetoric, divisive rhetoric, I want you to be looking for those who are humanizing image bearers. There can be hard stories, but there doesn't have to be dehumanizing language, and that we can hold people accountable to saying truth in accurate and humanizing ways. We can do that. So that's what you're going to hear and see from us. Those are the offerings that we're going to have this fall. We have a brand new devotional that's going to be coming out in October that's going to hopefully bring you daily moments of peace through some amazing artists and songs. So just stick with us this fall. We are not afraid of what is going on, but we also are going to lean into it with you and ask you to stay with us in that. So we're all right. We're in this together. You're not alone. So let's stick with it together and stay together this fall.